We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Bryce Love, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins completes it to Aguilar. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check, 43. Tighten down. There you go.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Watch twist. Squeeze. Check 6 guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On first down, Dillon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. King under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. King. And he's going to go down again.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now King. Off play action. Looking deep for Adams. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
10 yards there. Good for a Redskin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, over. Roy. Hatchet. Go. Twitch. Watch that.
On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 13. He's coming. I'm going to run you up.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Haskins will throw. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Keep it up.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 25th touchdown, tying it. Further, now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Yep.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. King. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score of 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check, 47. And let's get this. Sponge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 47. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Let's go. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike. Watch the 3. 23. Check 9. Check 9.
On the draw, this is Love. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. King. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A big play there out of Geis. 64 yards on the ground.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On the carry, it's Love. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ryan Connolly on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Back. Ready, go.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Check 4. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Tight dog. Tighten up. Set, go. Set, cut.
And that'll set him back 5. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ballgame. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the second half.
And it's interesting.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space.
And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 25. Slatt, okay? Spell. Watch twist. Watch twist. Let's go. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up. Hayward. Hunt, 64. Weak. Zoom.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Switch.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. King now, operating from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Staying on the ground, it's Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 37-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the field. Better than 20 here.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Watch the screen. Check. Check. Check.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Check, check. Fresno. Freddie Weapon. Fresno.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Tough.
Right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run for it. Geis. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, King. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
He's back to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, let's get Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Under 10.
They'll try and run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A big conversion on 4th down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
late touchdown wasn't bad enough. Now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will have a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to wind up. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Go.
From the 36, Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
On the ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And Walker has it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 95 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Fells has it. Left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And you see the clock all order. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Tannehill.
So much about offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Miller, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Miller. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Finding Fowles complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Hyde. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, it's Hyde. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Let's go, you tighten up.
They'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Blue jaw quarter. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and the timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carson Wentz, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee
10
offense
low.
about set and ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
Down. 18 Gator. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Six, bullet high.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
41's coming. 41's
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one. Yeah,
MEH, man. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football. All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Set. 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, punt. Hey, watch set. Time to go. 54. Mike. Time to go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the final tally. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Miller. A gain of 3, second down.
Good job, D. Good job.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on, Check 41. And let's pin the mirrors back and go fly.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
We got to wedge that, huh? Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3.
6-man. Check curls.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go, D.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. On the counter, it's Lewis. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got him in. It's Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play. After the penalty, it's Henry.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Touchdown, Texans.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check pass. Check pass.
Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
50, play.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Watson. That is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw, Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Fells. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is caught. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. This is Henry. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Come on, set. 8-3 game.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Henry, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Give me some.
On first down, it's Lewis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Still catching catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Texans, it won't quite be a perfect season, but it is an undefeated season as they finish 15-0-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.